Some riders follow a traditional path: junior racing, development teams, and a steady climb through the professional ranks. Michael Woods did it differently. He came to professional cycling at 29 years old, having already been a national level runner and someone who'd lived an entire life before ever thinking he could race bikes for a living. But when Woods finally discovered cycling, he brought with him the engine of a middle distance runner, the tactical intelligence of someone who'd competed at the highest levels, and the perspective of someone who knew exactly how precious these opportunities were. His 4 biggest victories tell the story of a late bloomer who made every moment count, a climber who turned suffering into an art form, and a rider who proved it's never too late to reinvent yourself. This is the story of Michael Woods and his 4 defining wins. Before Michael Woods became a World Tour professional, he was grinding it out with continental teams, fighting for results that might catch someone's attention. The 2015 Tour of Utah Stage 5 was another day in that grind, but it became the moment that changed everything. Woods is riding for Optimum Kelly Benefit Strategies, his 4th continental team across 4 seasons. At 28 years old, he was running out of time to make the jump to the World Tour. The uphill finish into Salt Lake City presented an opportunity, but so did every other stage he raced that year. Woods stayed with the pack most of the day, but attacked with 200 meters remaining for a 10-meter margin of victory. He didn't just get a stage win, he also took the race leader's yellow jersey, putting himself in contention for overall victory. The timing of his attack showed the tactical maturity of someone who understood how to read a race. He later called that uphill win in Salt Lake City one that certainly changed his cycling career and his life. The victory caught the attention of EF Education first, then Cannondale Drapic, and Woods signed his first World Tour contract. By 2018, Michael Woods had established himself. He'd finished 7th overall at the 2017 Vuelta, and had shown he could compete with the best on the sport's hardest climbs. But stage 17 of the 2008 Vuelta would become the most emotionally significant victory of his career. The stage finished atop a brutal climb shrouded in fog, with gradients that punished any weakness. Woods pulled away from BMC's Dylan Toombs in the brutal final kilometer to take the stage atop the fog-covered climb, securing his first World Tour victory and his first Grand Tour stage win. But the victory meant far more than professional achievement. Woods and his wife had lost their son 2 months earlier, a tragedy that had cast a shadow over the rest of the season. They had chosen the name Hunter for their expected son, and Woods' thoughts immediately went to him and his wife Ellie as he crossed the finish line. The emotional post-race interview became one of cycling's most powerful moments, as Woods dedicated the victory to Hunter and spoke openly about the loss that had devastated him and his wife. In a sport that often demands emotional guardedness, Woods' raw honesty about his grief resonated with fans worldwide. This victory also established Woods as Mr. Summit Finish. His ability to produce sustained power on the steepest gradients and intelligence about when to launch his attacks made him one of the most dangerous mountain finishers in the peloton. For 5 years after his Vuelta breakthrough, Michael Woods chased the Tour de France stage victory. He'd come close multiple times, animated stages, and shown he belonged among the Tour's elite climbers. But the Tour's biggest prize had remained elusive. Stage 9 of the 2023 Tour finished atop a dormant volcano with a steep, spiraling finish that suited Woods' explosive climbing style perfectly. The 36-year-old took the lead in the final few hundred meters to capture the Tour's 9th stage. The victory made Woods the 3rd Canadian to ever win a Tour de France stage, but the significance went beyond national achievement. This was validation that his late start to professional cycling hadn't cost him the sport's biggest opportunities. Stage 13 of the 2024 Vuelta a España would become Woods' 4th Grand Tour stage victory and his final professional win. This stage featured the kind of brutal summit finish that had become Woods' signature terrain throughout his career. Woods cut loose from the breakaway with 4.5 kilometers to go. The move was vintage Woods, patient through the early kilometers, explosive when it mattered most, and executed with the confidence of someone who'd won from similar situations before. He built a strong gap and flew to his 3rd ever stage win of the Vuelta, adding to his victories in 2018 and 2020. From his debut as a 29-year-old neo-pro to his final victory at 37, Woods had compressed an entire successful cycling career into less than a decade. He won stages at Grand Tours, finished on the podium World Championships, and earned the respect of the entire peloton. Perhaps most importantly, Woods' story provides hope for late bloomers in any discipline. His success proved that exceptional talent can emerge at any age, that alternative paths can lead to the highest levels of success, and that determination, combined with ability, can overcome any timeline.